Hey, what's up, Flatlanders? So it's Saturday morning, almost 7 a.m. I got here to the Mount Harvard, Mount Columbia trailhead. I took 3.5 hour drive, left Fort Collins about 3 a.m. So I'm all suited up, gonna head out now. Parking lot is already pretty full, and I'm only doing Harvard. I did Columbia last year and I was unable because of weather to go to Harvard. So I'm going to Harvard now. I'm pretty confident I'll be at the peak and off the peak before noon. Weather is good, wind 10 to 20 miles an hour. It's a little colder than I thought it would be on the base, but and I was also very careful about my pack this time. I only have essentials with me and didn't bring a bunch of BS like I did on other 14ers. So I'm happy about that. And also I'm going to stop at Bear Lake, and I have an MSR water filter. So rather than carry 3 or 4 liters of water for the whole trip, my plan is to stop at Bear Lake after I come off Harvard and refill my bladder with the filter water. That'll save a lot of weight. So let's do this. Let's kick some ass. Quitting is not an option. I'm going to maintain a moderate pace, and I'll give some updates as I ascend. See you guys later. Let's go. Do this. Hello. So quick update. I hit the fork after hiking maybe a mile. So now starts the slow ascent up to Bear Lake and Harvard, and we're gonna get this started on this journey. Just a few quick things is I got my body heat up pretty quickly, and the hike, the mile I just did, it was moderate. There was no real elevation, but I'm not 20 years old anymore, so I just focused on my cadence and focused on keeping my breathing consistent and my body heat. Which brings me to point number 2, is when you make the investment in high-end gear like merino wool, and just really good hiking gear, it really does just pay dividends. For example, you'll see my shirt. I have a fleece and then I have a hiking garment underneath. Both are wicking and quick drying, but it's amazing how just unzipping that lets my body heat out when I got hot, and I can zip it back up again very quickly. Same thing with my hood here. It's thin, but it keeps heat in. So rather than delayering and stopping your cadence and ruining your stride, it's just amazing that when you buy just good gear, you just can control things by keeping heat in or out and just keep a stride. So anyways, that's it. I'm going to start my ascent now. It's completely irrelevant to me. I'm not a young buck and I'm not in a race. So if I get there at 10 o'clock or 11:30, it's not relevant to me. I'm just going to maintain moderation, breathing, and as long as I get to the top and off the top by noon, that's all I care about. So see you guys soon. Next update. Hey, quick update. It's about 8:30, 3.5 miles in, and I am looking at Harvard in front of me. Hang on, I'll pan around. And there it is. So I've been steadily ascending, but it's been pretty slow and moderate. It's nothing compared to what's ahead of me. So I'm just staying consistent and conserving my strength, and upward and onward. I'll see you guys on the ascent. Hey, have to cross this stream. Going to be a little bit of a challenge with those wet rocks. I'll be fine. See you on the other side. Beautiful though. And I made it. Thank goodness for trekking poles. Mount Harvard, I am coming for you. Slowly but surely. Hey, quick update. Almost 10 a.m. and I'm at the intersection of Bear Lake and Harvard. I will spin around here so you can see where I am. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm gonna go up to Harvard and then do Bear Lake on the way back down. And I really am just taking my time. I'm just focusing on a nice, consistent cadence and not really paying attention at all, like to my speed, even though, you know, it's tempting, but as long as I'm moving, I'm happy with that. See you at the top. Hey guys, real quick, that is Bear Lake. I'll give you a quick pan around here, but absolutely beautiful. You want to go to Bear Lake? Yes, so do I. I'll see you there soon.
Who was that?
Third dog eye.
It's like it's a 10 seconds again. And you just guess 10 seconds is maybe it. And I put it on wide lens. Let's see. Yeah. Hey. Oh, that's actually perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's great.
I got Jasper hair right there too. Sorry.
Hey, so I'm at the summit, Mount Harvard. I made it. I got here at 12 o'clock exactly. So feel pretty happy, pretty proud of myself. Weather is beautiful. I'm also proud that even though the last mile was a snail's pace for me, I kept it consistent. I didn't sit down. I didn't stop. I wasn't overly gasping for air. I just, you know, took a one-step cadence, just kept it slow, consistent, one step in front of me. And, you know, it wasn't easy, but as long as I kept it consistent, I made it to the top with, you know, no frustration. I made it by 12. So it's beautiful. This is 14 or number 10. So I'm going to pack up and head back down, take my time, especially, you know, the mile here on the rock scramble, and just keep it safe. I'll see you at Bear Lake. Hey, quick video. Pretty natural. Snow are melting. All the water just running right down the mountain. Water always finds its way, huh? Hey, so I'm here at Bear Lake. It's just amazing, serene, and beautiful. I could almost live here. So hang on, I'm going to give you the full pan around. There's like 3 people fishing here. And look who I came across. Llamas. Yes, llamas. There's a guy here, he rented 3 of them, $60 a day each. And he has he's camping down the trail. And they're you know, basically pack mules. They're carrying all his gear. I'm like, damn it, why didn't I think about that? $60 a day, it's not bad. But yeah, he's got 3 of them because he's got 3 people in his party. And they're just kind of chilling out over there, grazing. And I asked him, he said they graze and not really hard to take care of on the hike. So, and there's the rest. There's Mount Harvard over there. And just, you know, the rest of the scenery. So, I'll see you guys back at the parking lot. Hey, one more thing. I just bought this week, MSR filter, and I wish I bought it a lot sooner. So I did run out of water like just now, and rather than have to go through a whole, you know, filtration and pumping, all I had to do was fill my bladder with this ice cold, refreshing lake water. Amazing. And that's it. I'm going to hook the hose to the other end of the filter, and now I can drink as normal. I also have an energy tablet I'm going to drop in there, but I wish I bought this device a lot sooner. $50, and It just saves me so much trouble. And I can just replenish on the hike versus carrying 4 liters of water, which makes a lot of difference on pack weight. As you can see, it's dripping a little bit. But anyways, MSR, amazing. Hey, so done with the hike. I'm exhausted, but I do feel good. So some stats for you. It took me a little over 10 hours. Sorry, this is a really bad road that I am exiting the trailhead from. So it took a little over 10 and a half hours, 15 miles round trip. That includes stopping at Bear Lake, and 37,000 steps. I like little numbers like that. Anyways, I will mention I did things. This is my first 14 in about a year, and I did things differently, and they really paid off. I bought like the MSR Ascents. They're made out of carbon fiber, and even though I thought they were pretty much the same as my Black Diamonds, I felt the difference on those. I was very selective about what I put in my pack, and the light pack made a difference. And instead of packing 3 or 4 liters of water, I packed 2 and used my MSR filter to fill up at Bear Lake. So once again, big difference just to resupply versus carrying all that water weight on you. And also my mentality, because heading up there, especially near the top, I was moving at a snail's pace, but the point is I was moving. And yeah, I admit it. A couple people passed me. I asked myself the question, how come I'm not hiking as fast as they are? Whatever. And you know what? I just put it out of my mind and just focused on moving. Just focused on my cadence, and just that's it. And when I get there, I'll get there. And that really paid off, because my last 14er I did, I think I was sucking so much wind. I kept stopping, I kept sitting down. It was getting really frustrating for me. So that did not happen this time. I'm very happy to say that. And last thing is, I admitted to, when I hit the peak, I forget the fact that I have to go back an equal distance to the trailhead. And sometimes mentally I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go home now. And yeah, I do that, okay? And I really tried hard just to focus on enjoying outside and just enjoying the hike back, which was another 5 hours, right? And including Bear Lake. And just focus on being outside and the clean air, and it made a difference that I wasn't like so, are we there yet? Am I back yet? Things like that. It's only 5:30, so I'm gonna find a place to eat, grab a beer or two, and I feel good. And so I'm glad that the changes that I made to my cadence, my mentality, my gear, very important, absolutely made a difference. So hopefully I can bag a few more 14ers, before whenever, October, November. Definitely on my bucket list. Okay, till next time. Bye.